Hi, my name is Paul Meinshausen, and I'm excited to introduce my proposed talk for Fifth Elephant 2017, Designing Machine Learning Pipelines for Mining Transactional SMS Messages. To learn more about the content I'd like to talk about, you can take a look at my proposal and draft outline slides. In the 2 minutes this video will take, I want to tell you a little bit about what I think makes a talk interesting, informative, and memorable. I hope that will help you decide whether it's the kind of talk that you'd like to attend at Fifth Elephant. The first property of really great talks is that they're concrete and precise. I like to think of an analogy of a window onto the world, with a great view and something really interesting happening outside. The speaker is pointing to real people who are moving around and interacting with objects to achieve a goal. The talk is full of clear and active verbs, decisions and actions. We tried this, and then we tried that, and ultimately we found this particular approach worked best. Talks that are just slides filled with bullet-pointed lists of nouns and adjectives like big data and distributed computing and names of programming languages and frameworks are never really interesting to me. I want to hear about a real team who are taking some specific actions to achieve their goal, hopefully in a surprising or thought-provoking or creative way. The second property of great talks is that the speaker helps the audience relate to her story. Usually there's some underlying principle or pattern beneath the specifics that can apply in a general way to each member of the audience's own individual context. For example, extracting structured financial and transactional features from SMSs is just a specific case of a more general problem of extracting entities and structure from text. And that's a problem that many data scientists face. Similarly, in the talk, I'll show how drilling into a broad set of SMSs for highly specific information is a pretty complex problem. And like most complex problems, it is one that is best approached by breaking it into smaller individual pieces, finding solutions for those subproblems, and then connecting those sub-solutions into one larger solution that produces the overall outcome that you needed. Finding the right fissures and breakpoints in your overall problem that you can use to break it into more manageable pieces is a pretty universal challenge in data science and software engineering. I hope that my talk will provoke some thought and help audience members apply some of the lessons and takeaways I described to their own situations. Finally, I think that the most important property of a talk you're likely to really enjoy and remember is that the audience gets to experience solving problems with the speaker. Learning happens through struggle, so when a talk presents a case that's all neat and ordered and wrapped with a bow, I usually find myself falling asleep. A speaker should help the audience see the problem from her perspective, as she struggled for a solution. She should pose problems and questions before answers and solutions. I even get excited when speakers explore paths that they ultimately didn't take or which failed. In those cases, you get to understand the wrong answer at a deeper level, and understanding the wrong answer and why it was wrong is often more important than knowing the right answer. Of course, the speaker should know some answers and present some solutions, otherwise the talk will just be frustrating. But even at the end, the speaker should be able to point out the problems that were left unsolved and the questions that remain to be tackled. Because that's always how it happens in real life. And in the wake of a successful project are always several knotty issues that had to be overlooked and bypassed, but which deserve another look on a second pass. Hopefully these are characteristics of talks that you enjoy too. If so, I hope you'll get the chance to come and hear me this summer, and then we'll get to explore some really interesting problems together. Thanks, and see you then.